What do you call it?
Automotive Adventures.
Automotive Adventures.
Yeah,
right.
this is.
I looked at it. I did watch I saw a couple of the interviews you did.
Thanks.
The T-Pain one. That was quick.
It was very quick because he didn't have a lot of time. He was just there.
Well, he's T-Pain.
He is T-Pain, yeah.
Are you rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling. Okay, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Driven. This is the short series where I talk to people in the car community who inspire me, ask them a series of 3 to 5 questions, ending with the ultimate question of what keeps them driven. And today we have a special episode. It's a little bit longer, more of a chill scenario. We're out here in Belmar. Got this nice scenery back here. We're not at a racetrack with somebody who I've been watching for over a decade. This person has been very inspirational when it comes to just me jumping into the YouTube thing and just, with amazing jokes that I still use to this day. Because of you, even though he's still like an OG in the game, I still say Fernando Alonso.
Oh, yeah.
Have the little guitar and everything. So, everybody, I'd love to present Derek D.
What's going on? Thanks for having me, Kenny. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, man. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I live here, so it's pretty easy to be here. He's the one that came down. I'm here, you know. Thanks for being here. You're welcome. Okay.
Yeah, thanks. I guess first and foremost, like I said, I had some questions written down. I'm going to just wing it. So with Fastlane Daily, you guys were ahead of the curve and everything like that. And do you ever look at the landscape and thinking, you know what, I can jump back into this? Like, I already know the roadmap and everything.
You know,
have that itch?
The thing is, the answer is always like, yes.
Right.
But if Fastlane Daily, I get this question all the time where people are like, wow, why don't you just start it up again? Or just do it. Or just do it in your living room. And look, yeah, I guess I probably could do that, right? But at the same time, Fastlane Daily, we already hit like a certain point, right? So AK, Alan Kaufman, who's my writing partner and is one of the producers on Fastlane Daily, you know, the guy with the hair, for those of you watching who didn't know. Great guy, by the way, one of the most inspirational dudes ever. He and I have talked about this, and it's just like we hit a certain level. We don't want to go backwards. We want to go. If Fastlane Daily, the way it was were to happen again, we would want like a studio backing, the right kind of budget, and go forward from there. Do it like on an even bigger scale, because we already were on a pretty big scale.
Right.
You know, we had multiple people working on the show. We had, editors, obviously studios and things like that. We jumped around from a bunch of studios in New York City, especially at the end when we were bought out by the overlords at Time Inc. and moved us to Industry City in Brooklyn. But that's really the answer. Like, so do I get the itch? Would it be great to do Fastlane Daily again? Absolutely. It'd be awesome, but we got to do it the right way.
Right.
The way I'm not, and I know people are like, but it's so easy. You could set up your phone. Sure, but that's not the way we want to do it. We want to do it with a crew, bring in our crew. We want to do it in a studio, get the right budget, backing, and just make it the fun daily automotive news show we always did.
Yeah. Because like I said, I look at other content creators, and some have mentioned y'all out as like inspirations, and it's funny that you see elements of that show in their own content. Like, that to me is like a staple of just like how inspirational it has been, and to the point where like the blueprint y'all set is still being active to this day. So I understand, like, if you wanted to do it, you definitely want to do it right, because it wouldn't feel authentic to do it that way. If do it any other way, rather.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate you saying that. I feel. Look, I don't want to take. We were definitely ahead of the time. Fastlane Daily started in a network called Next New Networks way back, and that's where, originally on Fastlane Daily, Matt Farah came on, and we had that was like his first time being on camera, and then he had Garage 419, which stemmed off of Fastlane Daily originally. A lot of people came through, JF and all these guys that worked on Fastlane Daily and have gone on to do great things, and I'm still friends with as well. And you do see it, but it's tried to be repeated, and like our actual formula, and it just hasn't, which is, I think, a testament to our crew, the show, and the fans of Fastlane Daily, who still reach out to me almost on a daily basis still, and it's amazing and humbling, and I'm very grateful for it.
Awesome. Let's do another question. Okay, so one of the things that I love, I mentioned earlier, was like how the skits still live, at least rent free in my head, with like, Bob Schumer Jr. and McConnell Lincoln, and how how you can say Fernando Alonso's name and have like a random little guitar play out of nowhere. How did you come
or
up
like
with
like all like the trombone sound and stuff.
yeah.
We had so many little like stingers and
Yeah.
and quips that people just expected when watching the show. And that's, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
But that's kind of like when I listen to radio shows and stuff, like Howard Stern and stuff like that, like they have all that the audience expects and they love and they laugh every time.
Yeah.
You know, these little stingers and sound bites and stuff like that, where things like, oh, if this happens, Derek D's going to do this.
Yeah.
You know, and that kind of builds a community, and then other FLD fans like know what that is. Or me laying on the rug at auto shows, and we judge the rug comfort.
I remember that, yeah.
Because we'd be at auto shows all over the world, and I would be in Germany dressed, doing the Bob Schumann Jr. character, and the Germans are like so serious and everything. Like, what is this guy doing? I'm walking around the Frankfurt Auto Show, like, hey, I probably shouldn't do that because I'm not Bob Schumann Jr. He is a different person. But yeah, I mean, it just created that whole, like, it was just very different. Why does car news? I always said, why does car news have to be serious?
Yeah.
We're talking about cars.
Yeah.
They're fun. They can be funny.
Yeah.
So why not add comedy into this? And from the beginning of FLD, it wasn't really like that, and then it kind of transformed into that as the show went on over the years. And I became more of from just a host to comedy writer, producer, and then one of the head producers and comedy writers. I mean, we also had, Omar Drives. My buddy Omar Rana. Love that guy. Shout out to Omar Drives. And Miles Per Hour, if you're familiar with Miles.
Oh, yeah.
All these guys worked at FLD. Phenomenal guys. And they got great channels now. They do great car content.
Yeah, man. Where was Bob during the COVID crisis with these cars, man? I needed Bob. I bought my car December 2020, and it was a hassle to like try to talk to people. Because people have these things. I just needed Bob to come in there. Hey, buddy, I'll get you a nice little Civic over here.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be careful when you buy a car from Bob Schumann Jr. But yeah, I think I cut you off in the middle of your question.
No,
you were talking about
I was asking
the
like
bits and skits and stuff.
how are you able to come up with those things that are so memorable? But I mean, it feels like it was just organic, like it was just like one of those things that you kind of answered the question. It was just, you made it different. It was fun. Some of those events, like you said, were kind of just stuck up and, so deep in the industry of like, okay, well, this is the car and this is what it can do for you. And this is the profit margins we're trying to get. And then you come in with like a little bit of levity. It's like, hey, look, we're going to invite Bob over here because they're not the same guy. And it's like, Bob comes in, hey, buddy, look at this Lincoln over here. It's better than any Mercedes, I'll tell you what. So it's just like, it made it stand out and be something that's relatable. Because I feel like a lot of things that I've noticed, and like when it comes to the car industry and especially like the car media, for always exciting, right? But so can be your daily Civic or whatever be exciting too. But like if you have some fun about it, be like, hey, look, this is a great car. You can do this, stuff like that. And then be fun about it. It's not just, oh, we're here to meet numbers and, just present you the same car that other auto shows have presented in the same way. Exactly.
I mean, that was our look. We were like, that was our whole, how we looked at it. Why we are serious about what we do, but the content of what we do isn't that serious. So we could be fun. We could be fun and funny about it. And it was a group effort. I mean, I came up with a lot of the comedy ideas, and I'd ride the train in the morning, and I would get the script from Omar with all the car information, or Miles, or whoever's writing the script that day, and I'd punch it all up, add pop culture references and all that stuff, and I would come up with jokes, and oh, this would be good for McConnell Lincoln right here. Or this would be good for Bob Schumann Jr. Or we'll just think, oh, let's go out in the street. Like we did I would love doing man on the street bits, because I love the improv of it. You never know what's going to happen. Yeah. And one guy, I asked him a question, and I was like, the word on the street. I said, what's the word on the street, man? He goes, money, brother. And so anytime we would say in the script, word on the street, we'd cut to the clip, be like, money, brother. And now FLD fans would reach out to me like, word on the street is money, brother. And that guy is somewhere. He has no clue that he was such a big part of this funny little soundbite joke that we use all the time on Fastlane Daily. And, Erica saying torque, and, that just sort of happened, and then it became a thing. And Max Seeger, who was an editor and shooter for us, phenomenal comedy mind, and he would come up with great ideas. And by the way, Bob Schumann Jr., A.K. Alan Kaufman, Bob's a real guy. That there was Bob Schumann that A.K. remembers hearing. I believe this is the story. Hearing radio commercials for Bob Shubin Jr.'s cars or something. Bob Shubin's cars.
Right.
And I was like, well, let's just take this further, and maybe I'm just the son of that guy.
Yeah.
Or Bob Shubin Jr. is the son of that guy, and took it there. So always a collaborative effort, and I just FLD has a special place in my heart, and it was I mean, it lasted almost 10 years, so
it did,
people really loved it and resonated with them, and still does.
Yeah. No, it's funny how life imitates art like that. You know, you got some random guy who's probably just spent who knows how much money on his budget, to make that car commercial, and it resonated so much that it's like, you know what, that's actually kind of funny. We'll use that later on.
Yeah, well, it was great, the dynamic, because AK obviously is an older guy, so we would get that perspective, and we'd have like our perspective, and then Erica was a little younger than me, so we'd get it was really good. It just melded really well, and even in the earlier years, JF and I don't want to leave anyone, Tom Albrecht and Mike Spinelli, of course, and I mean, there's a lot of people that came in and out of FLD, even interns and stuff like that, and yeah, it was a great time. And I remember being like, when I initially went to the audition, I almost didn't go, and
really,
yeah, I did like a draw my life thing years ago, and I talked about this, but yeah, because my stomach was like killing me on the train, not like because I had to like blow it up, because like it just like hurt, but I was like, gotta go to every audition, and I remember thinking like, a show on the internet, like TV on the internet, that's not going to work. Look where we are now.
Yeah.
And look, thank God I went.
Yeah.
And one of the people I auditioned in front of was AK.
Nice.
And Lindsay Chen and this dude Gene Sanchez that worked on the show. So yeah, still in touch with Lindsay and all these people. I mean, it was such a great community,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing that I spoke about with you was how you had this Dear Entertainment Industry video that you put out.
Yeah.
About 10, 11 months ago, and it was explain like your journey and
the Telly award-winning Dear Entertainment.
Yes,
Industry.
I'm sorry about that. Award-winning, and it was one of those things of like I'm sure it voiced all of the concerns and all of the struggles that a lot of people go through when it comes to just getting into this industry and the limitations of old thinking and things of that nature. I guess, what advice would you give for someone who is still struggling with that? And I mean, obviously, like the struggles never end, but like what they can do to pivot and kind of stay motivated to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dear Entertainment Industry, was a video I thought of that basically I want to just look down the barrel of the camera and as if that camera. Mm-hmm. So we had multiple cameras in the shoot. I mean, maybe you could link to it.
Yeah, I can link to it. Yeah.
To the video, but it was looking at that A camera as if that A camera was a person named the entertainment industry. And here's what I would say to you after working for you for 20 years.
Yeah.
Almost 20 years.
Yeah.
And I didn't want it to come across as me complaining, but I want to say here's like real shit that goes on in this business.
Yeah.
And it was kind of just like, just do better, because listen, I've been in the entertainment industry a long time. It's very hypocritical.
Yes.
In a lot of aspects. But that's the business. And I say in it, look, like I love you, but and I love working for you, but just, you could do better, like see real talent and all that stuff, and I got a lot of great feedback from a lot of people in the industry, whether they're actors, hosts, comedians, dancers, writers, people that aren't even in the entertainment industry. Like this can be applied to many things. Yeah. So if you're in the business, whether it's in front of the camera doing, car stuff or whatever, you're an actor, you're a host, whatever it is, and I say in Dear Entertainment Industry, I say it even in there, I'm like, you're gonna fail all the time. You're gonna fail constantly. I'm still failing constantly. I can't tell you how many auditions I have a month that I just don't get. So many. Yeah. I don't get. I just you just keep going. Like Kenny here, he's doing this show. Like, subscribe to this show because he's doing it. He was just telling me earlier, like, yeah, I have a job. He's like, but I would regret if I didn't just do this. And here he is. He's got 2 cameras, and he's sitting here. He drove to Belmar, New Jersey to interview me. Who the hell am I? Derek D. And do what he wants to do. Like, this is it right here. This is what the video is about a lot. It's like, you decided to do it, so you're doing it.
Yeah.
And it's kudos to you.
I appreciate
to do that. I
appreciate that.
100%. And that's what it's about. So if you go watch Dear Entertainment Industry, I mean, it's like 9 minutes long, but I think it's worth it. You'll stay in it.
Definitely.
The way it's shot keeps it active, and also the material of what I'm talking about. And it's straight from the heart. It's not. I'm not acting in it.
Yeah.
I'm I'm coming from the heart. I think I get choked up in it when I start talking about things, because this business will affect a lot of things, relationships, your life. You know, you're doing something that most people don't choose to do.
Yeah.
And it's hard, and people will doubt you. And some people, they're your friend to your face, and behind your back, they're just hoping that you fail. Not because they want to do what you're doing. They're just like, why do you get to do what you love and be successful? You don't see behind the scenes how hard this is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you have no idea. You have your 9 to 5. If you don't want that 9 to 5, you're not happy. Go do something else. Go do what you love. We're on this earth for a short amount of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I know that now with what I'm going through with all this bullshit. So do what you love, or don't complain.
Yeah.
You know, just barrel down, head forward, fail forward, move forward. I have no plan B. I never didn't want a plan B.
Yeah.
Some people need it, I guess.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, this is it. This is all it is.
It's interesting. A lot of people, or some people who say I never had a plan B. Like, I was going to do this. There was no other way out. This was it. So I think like that. It's, you know, granted, it can work for some people. You know, some people you got to have some kind of, you know, thing set up financially. But I think the drive of saying, you know what, there is no, you know, there's all or nothing. There is no between kind of thing.
Yeah.
That mindset can push a lot of people to do things. And I found that video very inspiring. Like, I watched it before I even got here just to keep myself going. Because there are times when I'm like,
I appreciate that.
I'm like, okay, cool. I don't have much going on. You know, I got like phone cameras and stuff like that. And I see
phones do amazing things nowadays.
They do.
I mean, my buddies over at the Smoking Tire, Matt and Zach Kaplan, they shoot in the studio with iPhones, and it comes out great.
Yeah, no, it's
they also have a great studio and amazing audio.
Right.
I mean, and a beautiful, you know, they're doing great stuff over there. But yeah, they shoot on iPhones. You know?
Yeah, and it's always inspiring to see like other people who have either gone through the journey, and they say, hey, cool, this is what you need to do, or people who are still doing it and they're still passionate about like don't give up. This is what you need to do, and people who are brave enough like yourself to be like, hey, look, entertainment industry, tired of it. This is what y'all need to do. This is what people who don't have a voice want to say.
Yeah.
Because like you said, you got passion in it, but like you said, it came from the heart. It was real.
Yeah.
So like, you know, a lot of us don't get a redo in life. So it's like one of those things that like I want to say thank you for inspiring me to come out and do something like this, because I didn't want to think to myself years later, oh man, I'm past halftime now. What would have been, you know, kind of thing. So no, I appreciate that.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate you doing it. Like I said, like the entertainment industry, what I'm talking about is about, you know, what you're doing. You're doing it.
Yeah.
You know, so kudos to you. A lot of people just don't do this. They have that would be cool. My one piece of advice, like I'll come up with an idea and I'm like, man, that'd be really hard. And then I like battle myself like, no, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that done. I come up with an idea. No, I'm gonna do this. It's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing with AK and I. We wrote a sitcom based on Fastlane Daily.
Right.
And we're still working hard at that. We're still pitching that. And anytime you write a sitcom or a screenplay or anything like that, it is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, this is great, and you'll get nibbles and then crickets. So it's just you just keep trudging. It's like you're in mud, but you just keep moving forward, man.
Keep trucking, yeah.
Just keep moving forward, and you'll get there, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And so you said failing, moving forward, stuff like that. So I have had some, you know, in the short journey, some failure, stuff like that. So you had said fail,
Everyone.
move forward, fail forward. So I guess what would be a failure that you had that led to something else? Like you learned from that mistake and you said, you know what, it's a small bump in the road, and it seemed like a mountain at the time, but then you move forward and then something greater came out of that.
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I've failed many times.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at FLD getting canceled, right? We'll take that. That wasn't a failure, but it got canceled. So essentially, it's in the realm of failing because it closed, it ended. But from Fastlane Daily, a lot of other opportunities came out of that. A lot of other gigs and things I've gotten. Also, I think going back to the beginning when I was like pounding the pavement doing stand-up, like when you originally start doing stand-up or doing anything really, I was terrible. Like no one's laughing.
Yeah.
Like I remember doing shows at like, you know, the Stand Up New York or whatever comedy club in the city, and it's like 12:30 at night and there's 8 people in the audience.
Yeah.
No one's laughing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what am I? But you're failing. No one's if people don't laugh, you're not funny.
Yeah.
You're not, you know. It's also late at night. They're drunk. They're like, why am I even here?
Yeah.
Why am I here? Why are you here?
Yeah.
I think I even said that. But like, you fail, and then a lot of people in that moment be like, this is hard. I can't do this. But the way my mind works is I feel that for a second, like I'm done. There's no way. And I go, wait a second. No, because so many other people have done this. Why not me?
Right.
So many people get their shows picked up. So many people are in movies and in TV and commercials and stuff. Why not me?
Right.
I'm going to do that. And you just keep doing. So I would say it's the consistency of failing that keeps me going.
Yeah.
Because like I audition, I can't tell you how many times a month, which I'm very fortunate because I have a lot of actor friends who are like, and hosts and whatever, and they're like, dude, I had like 3 auditions this month. And I'm like, that's wow. Because I'm fortunate. I have great representation that gets me auditions, and but most of them I don't get.
Yeah.
You know, that's just the way it is. That's the business. Most of them I do not get.
Right.
And that keeps me going, ironically.
Right.
It's like, and it's the constant no's.
Yeah.
That just, you're like, oh yeah, all right, well, I'll show you.
Yeah.
Fine.
It's the motivation.
Fine.
Yeah. It's the motivation.
It was kind of a roundabout answer to your question, but there wasn't like one particular event of me failing that said keep going. It's constant. It happens all the time.
Okay.
And it's upsetting. Don't get me wrong. You're like, especially if you're up for something big. I was up for this huge commercial with Lionel Messi, and would have been international, national, digital, all this huge paying commercial, and it came down to, I don't know if it was me and another guy, but it was just a few of us, and I didn't get it. And there's been multiple times that's happened.
Right.
That was just recently. I say in my head, but you know that happens a lot.
Yeah.
And but that's fine. The goal is to stay working, move forward. You know, work with AK, get the sitcom picked up, and I always say, sitcom gets picked up. It'd be great to have Fascinating Daily picked up as well. Imagine having the sitcom going as well as the Daily Show at the same time. It'd be amazing. And I could see in a world. I could see a world where that's happening.
No, honestly, no, I would love that because I when I was trying to describe it to somebody, because someone who wasn't in the car world at all, and they said, "Oh yeah, you coming up to do this?" I said, "Yeah," and they said, "What was it like?" And I said, "It was like SNL for cars back in the day."
My man.
And that's what
Appreciate
it was like.
that.
Yeah, because it was like you had the skits, you had the characters, you had the news that was
That is a high compliment.
It was like SNL and the Daily Show. Like you got real news in there, but it was with a sense of levity that people could take it in because, you know, like the news, it's always like doom and gloom because that's like, you know, what gets people viewing. But it's like, okay, cool. Yeah. Right now, Honda says the intersection is done. However, you got this, and this, and blah, blah, blah. So, like, you could deliver the news or news that wasn't even applicable to somebody. Like, no one's going to, at the time, let's say, no one could afford a Ferrari Enzo, but you can still, hey, the news about it and joke about it, be like, hey, that one knob, that might make it down to, like, you know, that one Civic one day, that knob right there. Like,
right, the trickle down, everything.
Yeah, the trickle down,
we would talk about anything that had to do with a car, we'd make sure we talk about whether it's, you know, something serious in the sense of like, ooh, Ford's putting an EcoBoost in the new Mustang or whatever, like, or you know, Lindsay Lohan crashed her Porsche Panamera, like, and then make a joke about that. Yeah. Anything that had to do with cars, you know, and we would. It's funny because, you know, we would always joke about all the stuff going on in pop culture during that time. And we were a daily show, so we were able to hit on something that was happening in the news right away, whether it was something related even to politics or something like that. We'd rope that into the car news. Yeah. You know, and you know, fun fact, this isn't going to air obviously the day we're shooting this, but today is the day the last episode of FLD aired. AK, that's what AK texted me this morning. He posted something on Facebook and wrote up this nice little section he wrote and posted the episode, and it was the very last episode. So however many years ago, 8 years ago? Eight years ago? I don't know. Today was when it aired. Today's July 27th, right?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It's ironic we're shooting this on that day.
Wow.
But yeah, AK just mentioned that today to me. I saw his text. I was like, wow. But yeah, we did it different, man. And to get on your point, I love that compliment about SNL. And a lot of people would say, a lot of like fans of the show would be like, you know, you're like the Jimmy Fallon of car news. And I took that as a high compliment because that's kind of my style. You know, I'm a comedian. I'm like a song and dance man. I love cars. I love hosting. I love acting. You know, I always loved cars even before FLD. You know, there's all different kinds of car guys. I'm not like a wrencher. I can, but I'm not like dropping transmissions or taking the engines out.
Right.
You know, but I could do enough.
Right.
You know, and I just bought a 1977 Pontiac Grand Prix. I've been working on. I haven't posted much about it, but
Nice.
been working on that.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Yeah. So that's cool. Here's a little picture of it, or a video of it.
Yeah, I'll clip it in there.
Yeah, there it is.
We'll do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there it is. Oh, look at that.
Little project he's working on right now.
It needs some work.
Yeah.
It needs some work.
Like,
but
yeah,
it's
most
nice.
project cars. Yeah.
Mhm.
I guess
It runs nice though.
Hey, there you go.
It's drizzling a little bit, but we're okay.
Yeah, I was about to say we got weather on our side a little bit, but I guess a couple
Not
more
on our
questions.
side.
Then well, not on our side. That's the thing. Yeah. I guess a couple questions. Let's see here.
Anything you want, man.
I had 3 lined up and the rain distracted me. Okay, let's see here. What was a fun place that you went, whether with FLD or just car related? You know, all the auto shows and all that. What was your favorite?
Ooh, FLD. People always ask me a similar question to that. Be like, what was your favorite thing you've ever done? I've done some really cool shit. I've been very fortunate, but I worked my ass off to get it for sure. FLD, I always say, has to be. I have to say, that's the best gig I ever got. I mean, I got things that have sent me all over the world. FLD sent me a lot of places too. With FLD, I would say definitely going to all the auto shows. Going to Germany was great. Went to Germany twice with FLD. One, driving on the Nürburgring for the 1000th episode.
Nice.
It's phenomenal. And I drove it in the minivan.
Nice.
On a $1,000 budget.
Hey, there you go.
I did get to drive something else on the Nürburgring as well. But honestly, driving a minivan on the Nürburgring in Germany is wild.
Yeah.
That's even scarier than being in, a Porsche GT3 or, a BMW M3 or whatever you're in, because you're in a minivan and these cars are flying by you, and that's not
it's not made for it.
Yeah, it's not. So probably for FLD was that and the Frankfurt episode with Bob Schubin Jr. at the Frankfurt Auto Show, but even the 2000th episode down at Hennessy in Texas. The original idea, this might be exclusive news, I don't know. The original idea for FLD's 2000th episode, we were supposed to go to Dubai.
Wow.
Go to Dubai and get a Bugatti.
Okay.
Bugatti Veyron, sorry, and shut down an airstrip or something.
Right.
And go 200 miles, and I was going to drive 200 miles an hour in a Bugatti in Dubai. That was the 2000th episode original idea. And the graphics in the beginning were going to be the FLD 2000th episode, 10 was going to drop off.
Nice.
2000th episode, 10 drops off at 200 miles per hour.
Nice.
How sick.
That would have been amazing.
There was a hiccup in, I think we were going to be able to get a Bugatti, but it was something with shutting down the road or something. There was some hiccups. So we decided to go to Hennessy and drive multiple cars that equaled up to 2,000 miles per hour on a drag strip, which was equally as fun.
Okay. That's
not equally. I don't want to say equally as fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was fun.
You get to drive these super powered cars
on
a drag strip is always fun.
But
that was the original idea. I don't know if you ever said that on camera. Another exclusive for Kenny.
Look at
that. That and after FLD, I did this gig I hosted a 3-episode series for Tag Heuer, the watch company. And it was for Formula E. Yeah, basically electric Formula One. Yeah, and shut down. Had the same track in Monaco. So me and producer Rob, he worked for Motorsport at the time, and I think Spinelli now works for what Motorsport was now, but that doesn't matter. Anyway, went out to Monaco and shot for that, interviewing drivers and everything for Formula E, and I was staying in the south of France. So one day of shooting, we woke up, and me and the producer Rob had breakfast in the south of France. This sounds really hoity-toity right now. in Nice.
Right.
Then we were shooting in Monaco, had lunch in Monaco, and then for dinner we went to Italy.
Wow.
So it's 3 different countries.
Yeah.
But that gig was great. We shot in Monaco, shot in Las Vegas, and shot in Brooklyn, New York, because that's Tag Heuer main shop was in Vegas when you did shoot there. And a funny side story. They gave me a Tag Heuer watch for the duration of that shoot because we shot in multiple places. They were like, just hold on to it. And I thought they were going to let me keep this watch. No one said anything about it. They kept just like, I was wearing the watch. If you notice, you go back and watch those episodes, I have that watch on and everything. And the very last shoot day, were we in Vegas? We were in Vegas or Brooklyn, I'm not sure. And one of the client, people that worked for Tag Heuer, she was very nice. I forget her name. And she came up to me. She was like, And you know what? Oh, no, this was before we were done shooting. Sorry, I'm being like convoluted here. It was like a few days before we were done, or like before we even went to Vegas or something like that. She said to me, you know what, Derek? You can hold on to the watch till the end of the shoot. Literally, she said it just like that. I thought she was going to be like, you know what, Derek? And you can keep the watch. I was like going like, oh, okay, yeah, absolutely. No, you got it. Okay. Yeah. Because I think we might have been in like Vegas for that. And she was like, no, just hold on to it. You could wear it at home and stuff. And then after the Brooklyn shoot, then you'll give it back. Wow. That's what she said afterwards. But it was basically the way she said it. She's like, you know what, Derek?
You can keep it.
You can keep the watch. That's what you'd expect.
Yeah.
Was, you know what, Derek? You can hold on to it until the shoots are done and then give it back.
Right.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So.
Well, we're getting some rain now, so I guess last two questions. You got
iPhones are waterproof now.
They are. We can keep rolling as long as you want. Okay, so you got to pick three. You got to pick a daily, a tow vehicle, and a fun weekend warrior. What you got?
A daily. Well, I do love my Audi A5S line that has been customized a little bit over there.
Nice.
But Audi RS7.
Nice.
Maybe as my daily. What was the other one?
A tow vehicle and a weekend warrior, like a track car.
Oh, I'm going with a C8 Corvette Z06.
Nice.
I love those, and they are attainable as opposed to a Ferrari or something,
yeah,
or something like that. And a tow car in the sense of.
I mean, you got to tow. I mean, well, in this case, I don't know.
Tow it to a track.
Yeah, tow it to a track, or just tow it anyway, just in case in case you got to take it somewhere.
Like something that's not street legal. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I guess, yes. I guess, like, typically when I ask this question, it's like, okay, you got your track car that most people never take on the road because, like, it's just unbearable because you take on all the sound deadening, harsh suspension, stuff like that. So it's more feasible to tow it. So I guess.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Ooh, tow vehicle. Maybe like an old Camaro SS dragster or something to go to like the drag strip.
Okay.
Or like a Pontiac GTO. Well, no, that would just be like a classic. Yeah, something like that, I guess. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And my final question is kind of what I ask everybody when I do like these interview things is it goes.
Listen, these interview things. When I do my interviews.
when I do these interviews.
Yeah.
It's after the highs and lows and yeses and nos in your career. What keeps you driven? What keeps you doing what you're doing?
What keeps me driven is honestly the love for what I do. The belief in myself that that I can be and am successful at this, and that I never want to quit. And also people, friends, family, fans of Fastlane Daily over the years, people that still reach out to me and be like, hey man, like you just don't give up, you keep going.
Yeah.
And that's so admirable. Like it inspires me to do this, whether you're a chef, whether you're a mechanic, whatever you are. Like it's applicable to those things, so definitely support and love from family and friends, people like yourself, fans of FLD that still reach out and humble me daily. It's just amazing. Like Marines and people in the armed forces, when we were shooting, would reach out and be like, you're my 12 minutes of sanity a day. And I'm like, thank you. You're defending our country and you're, things like that. So it's really just, it's multiple things. It's me believing in myself that I can do it and I will do it and never giving up. And also the people in my life that, believe in me, and also people that I don't even know that believe in me, that fuels kind of everything.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. You got anything you want to tell everybody about? What you're doing, what you got coming up?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look out for me on TV, commercials and stuff. I just shot a few commercials last week. Should be coming out. The sitcom that AK and I are pitching currently. Hopefully that. Obviously this is easy. You just go to derekd.com and you can get all my social media there. And also fuck cancer.
Yes.
A big, giant middle finger to cancer.
Absolutely.
I hate you and you are inconvenient and you have fucked up my life, but I'm going to beat you. That's the thing.
Yes.
I'm going to beat you. Not you, cancer. And, but seriously, if anyone's going through that, AK went through it too. He's in remission, thank God. He beat stage 4 brain and lung, and he's still in remission, and I'm still dealing with this shit. But I work out every day. That's another thing. I said, still going forward. It's like, cancer, yeah, you want to mess with me? No, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm going to beat this thing. And That's how I look at it. I work out 5-6 days a week. I always ate healthy. I'm eating even healthier, and I keep a positive mindset.
Yeah.
Because that shit's chemical in your body too.
Yeah.
And obviously, I pray to the Lord above, and yeah, just I appreciate your prayers if you could, and yeah, just follow along for the journey, man. And I do have a video coming out soon that might be out when this comes out. That is pretty motivational. It's kind of addresses the cancer thing, and it's kind of. I have a favorite Rocky quote from the Rocky movie.
Yes, I think I know what it is.
Yeah. It's the best, and there's like Rocky music underneath it, and whether you're going through anything, I think this video will motivate you. And if it's out now, maybe you can link to that too.
Yeah,
if not, it'll be out soon.
Yeah, I'll link for sure. Either way, I'll link to it. Yeah. Awesome. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Kenny, thank you so much,
yes,
man. I appreciate you, and thank you for coming here and doing this.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You know, wanted to interview little old me, Derek D. So I appreciate that.
Man.
Thank you so much. Even in the rain at the end, man, we get it done.
At the end. We got planes coming ahead now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. And your glasses are covered. You know,
I know they're covered. Yeah, I know I should have done that, but I didn't. So yeah, awesome. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Appreciate you, brother.
That's right, guys. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Subscribe to my man's channel.
Yeah. Just,
all right.
Comment, share, all that good stuff. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Peace.